Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the market and seeing why we are in a current crash across the crypto market. You know, going down about 5 to 6% right now, continuing on this kind of crash, and we're going to, like I said, cover the big nitty-gritty of why this is taking place. So it didn't help that we were close to a resistance level, and then we also had Elon Musk piling in on a great recovery phase. So he obviously put Bitcoin hashtag, with a broken heart, and he actually tweeted in general about Bitcoin, and a lot of people thought that this meant maybe Tesla is selling their shares, or not their shares, sorry, their crypto, and a lot of people were very worried about Tesla selling their Bitcoin, I guess, because we saw a massive drop as soon as this took place. So this is one of the nether tweets he put out is, "I miss you, what are you crying? Because I miss you too." And then obviously he's on his charts, so it's kind of funny, but at the same time, pretty terrible that the unfortunately, Elon Musk tweeting in general can cause the crypto market to do what it's doing. I understand it makes sense. I mean, it's the richest guy in the world, pretty much, talking about crypto, and as soon as that takes place, a lot of people want to kind of follow his lead. And unfortunately, he is not the crypto leader, and people don't know that yet. But realistically, soon enough, we will have very minimal movement with Elon Musk. The more he tweets, the more this kind of thing happens, the less it'll actually do in the future. So if he's getting it out now while it's at that $30,000 range, that's perfectly fine by me. Because honestly, I would rather him do it now while it's at $30,000 than when it's at $70,000, $80,000 in a full bull market and he crashes it yet again. So this is great to see taking place. Obviously, like I said, a lot of people, expecting Elon to do this sort of thing soon. So take advantage of this dip, buy the dip if you would like, because like I said, I don't expect this to stay down too long. We were on a great recovery up until he talked. So let's see if we can get back at it. There is a couple bullish news as well today that I want to talk about as well. So the first thing was just talking about Elon Musk's reputation plummets following his Bitcoin energy attack. This was June 3rd. So imagine his reputation now after another, really just decreasing the entire crypto market with a couple tweets. So Elon Musk's positive negative sentiment on Twitter has hit a new low since he announced Tesla would no longer accept Bitcoin for payment. The reversal sparked a 35% decline in the price of Bitcoin and a wave of negative tweets. So this is kind of crazy to see this taking place. Like I said, it's going to continue to get worse and worse for Elon. Obviously, the more he kind of trolls the crypto market, more and more people are starting to hate him. I will say, guys, he's just having fun. He's he makes trillions of dollars almost. So we are going to continue to see him do these kind of things. So you just got to be aware of that. Jumping into the market, though, we do see, like I said, down about 5 to 6%. It actually was down about 6.5%. So we're seeing a great recovery already, and I think by the end of the day, we may even see green. So we'll continue to keep you guys up to date with this. Like I said, if you're not buying the dip right now, this may be your last opportunity to see things like Chainlink below $30, Litecoin below 200. I think a lot of this is going to be a fast recovery. This may spark, like I said, a lot of that USDT to jump out. So we actually saw it go from $62.8 billion in market cap on the USDT, and they all jumped out. I guess not all, sorry, 0.7 billion. Actually jumped out. That's quite a bit, and that's actually really, really good to see that money come out and start flowing into altcoins, because a lot of us were kind of worried when that USDT was going to come out. They're just going to get back in on a FOMO range, but this gave them an opportunity. Elon Musk gave these people a way back in at a cheap rate. So we'll see what's taking place. I do want to jump back into a few other really topics of crypto today. So the first thing was going to be that Bitcoin whales are accumulating behind the scenes, adding 50,000 Bitcoin to their wallets. So this just shows that, we are getting closer and closer to that full recovery stage. Just know that, realistically, we are going to get there sooner rather than later with a lot of accumulation coming behind the scenes. I did say this was an accumulation phase, and I still think we're in that accumulation phase, or maybe an Elon Musk phase at this point. But realistically, we're still in that accumulation phase. I do think we're going to break out here in the, like I said, upcoming months or weeks ahead. So taking a look at the next one, it talks about Ron Paul wants Bitcoin totally legalized to compete with the dollar and let people decide. And this is obviously something that a lot of people want. So former U.S. Congressman Ron Paul says that he wants to legalize the dollar's competition, including Bitcoin, and let people decide which money to use, not the government. Freedom of choice will sort it out. Obviously, a lot of people agree with this. Every crypto person around would agree with this comment of really they want crypto to be basically legalized. I mean, in a way, it's already legalized, but we want to continue to see crypto, do well, and that's exactly what he's basically making it sound like. So going on to the next one, we have Miami's mayor bought Bitcoin below 40K and ETH at 1.5K. So basically more massive, adoption here. If we can get somebody like just a basic Miami mayor to buy crypto, we're doing something right. So it's definitely looking more appealing to the masses, and that's exactly why people are starting to invest from all over. What's crazy is we did have a lot of people from all over investing that I never thought would invest, just a couple of months ago, and then we saw a massive dip. All those retail traders that just got into crypto didn't believe anymore. They sold out. So it's going to take a little bit to rebuild that, but for the most part, it's not going to matter about those people. It's going to matter about institutions, and those are the people that are really going to push that price up quickly. So it's going to be unfortunate. Some of those people that had, like we always talk about, paper hands, they probably dropped all of their crypto during that crash from 60K Bitcoin to 32K Bitcoin. So, it's unfortunate that they dropped it for a loss, and now they don't have any for this next upcoming boom. Taking a look at the next one, Chinese state media indicates China is not banning crypto trading. So this is huge. I mean, a lot of people still talking about FUD. I think FUD's almost over with for the most part. Obviously, from an occasional Elon Musk tweet, FUD is done. And I think, realistically, I think we're going to continue to see recovery take place. I think a lot of Bitcoin a lot of Bitcoin whales are starting to buy back. It shows that they understand that, this is over with. This whole manipulation phase, for the most part, is over with. And a lot of people are very, very excited about that. Taking a look at the next one, we see Florida healthcare company accepts Bitcoin for COVID-19 tests. This just shows, like I said, more retail interest. I mean, we're going to continue to see people start to use, crypto everywhere. And I think that's probably the best part of, having cryptocurrency is knowing that in the future, you're just going to be able to pay with it like it's, regular dollars, anywhere. We already have ATMs out in Florida. We have, a bunch of different ways of paying at different stores with crypto, but, it's going to continue to get better and better as we move forward. Another one, PayPal shuts down longtime for supporter with no recourse. So PayPal shuts down longtime for supporter with no, I'm not sure what this says, longtime Tor supporter, but basically they shut down a big supporter of PayPal. He had thousands of dollars in there, and basically they didn't like where he was using the money is my idea of what actually took place here, and so they shut it down. They actually held his funds in there and everything, just kind of stuck in there. So that's one thing to really take a look at, is understand that centralized finance in general is, usually a bad thing. You want that DeFi. That's exactly why DeFi is doing so well, and understandably, because, you like that freedom of choice. You like that freedom of doing what you need to do, or doing what you want to do. There's no reason the government or, a company should be able to stop you from doing what you want to do. So that's definitely taking place right now as well. Jumping back to the cryptocurrency market, though, I do want to take a quick refresh as we continue to go back down on that recovery, starting to pump back up. Bitcoin's only down, barely under that 4% mark right now. A lot of people are starting to see, it's time to get in. This may be the last chance, and that's why $0.7 billion came off that market cap in Tether, and that's a big bullish look. I think, the fact that a lot of people jumped out of Tether, understanding that this could be their chance to jump in at a cheaper rate as the prices start to move back up. So it's a very crazy market out there. We'll continue to keep you guys up to date on this volatile market. Obviously, hopefully Elon Musk stays out of Bitcoin or crypto altogether. I don't really want his tweets for the favor of it or against it. I would rather him just stay out of it and just let this completely recover over time. But like I said, guys, I'm perfectly okay with him tweeting while we're in the 30Ks. It's much better than when we're in the 60 and 70Ks and he's pushing us back down. So ideally, people stop listening to his tweets. They shouldn't mean anything to anybody if you're holding for the long term. But, unfortunately, a lot of people would like the idea of selling at 40K and then buying back at 36K. Obviously, 36K Bitcoin would get you more Bitcoin than a 40K Bitcoin. So that's just how it works. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.